Good morning, bloggers. Today is Tuesday. It is February 19th. I am off to work. It is a gloomy day, so it will be a sort of dark video, I think. Not totally dark, but a little dark. A little dark. Anyway, off to school. We didn't have school yesterday because it was President's Day, and a celebration of the old presidents, you understand, not the current. But besides that, we are in full swing. Every night I'm watching Roseanne, and I'm watching the 9th season, the last year they did the show. And for all of the talk about the show, like going to hell the last year, I think that it is funnier than anything on TV. And the funny thing about it is, I mean, of course it's completely not the show. I mean, it's them doing ab-fab is what it is. But it's so funny. It's just hysterical. And the show, it was not funny in that way before. I mean, it was realistic and kind of sardonic at times, I suppose. But this is just camp, and it's a lot of physical comedy, and it's just wonderful. It's just wonderful. I love it. Anyway, so I'm making my way through the final season of Roseanne in the evenings before I go to bed. But during my days, I've been at school all weekend because, well, what did I do? On Saturday, I went to see a production of Little Abner, which, I mean, I've heard of in passing, but I've never seen. And it just is wonderful, sort of fun and light and cute, and would be a show I would love to direct. I would not be able to. I mean, it would be really hard to do that in high school because you have to have very specific physical body types to do the play, or else it wouldn't make sense. And I mean, it could, but I don't want to go there. I mean, it would be so much work to figure that out, and it's so much easier just to hire people. Oh, and there was an interview online from Playbill.com with Cheyenne Jackson, who I adore. And he actually would make a great Little Abner. Oh, I love him. Anyway, but he knows that. Besides that, I was going to go see The Color Purple, but I just could not get my act together. So I did not. But I did go and do a lot of work at school on the set. So one of the things that's really cool that I'm in the midst of designing is this sort of neoclassical building that is going to be the town hall. And I wanted it, you know how on the front of a neoclassical building it has that sort of triangle area where there are different figures carved into that area? I don't know what that's called. It's not called the freshes, because those are on the side when they're in parallel lines, and then they're in that, going along the sides of like the Parthenon or something. But maybe it does have the same name and I'm wrong. I don't know. But the point is that in mine, the character of the little boy who's in the play, I decided that he should be wearing, every time he comes on stage, he should be wearing some crazy costume, like dressed up as the Grim Reaper and Uncle Sam and a leprechaun and a little army boy and a little Elvis and all these little weird, odd things. Just based on my mood, really, when I was picking the costumes out. But the point is that I thought that we should put like cartoons up there or something, you know, where that would be fun for the kids to see. And this other parent who's working on the show, that she said, no, if you're going to have them in all those costumes, you should have those things up there. And I was like, you're right. And so that's what I was doing over the weekend. I mean, it was like doing mosaics with sand, you know, except with glitter. Kind of thing. I didn't really do it that way. I mean, I just glued like you would on a poster and covered it with glitter, but it's time consuming, but it looks so cool. When the whole thing is done, I'll video so you can see what it looks like. But so that was something I did, and then I was building these sort of platforms, and I just got so fed up yesterday I had to leave, and then I realized I'm getting old because from bending over so much to pick things up off the floor, I mean, my lower back was starting to hurt. It immediately stops, of course, the second that I leave. I don't understand this pain that on goes for people, but not for me. Oh, but I was feeling old and tired, so I had to leave, and then I had to grade these. Students are making these scrapbooks, we call them senior memory books, where it's a scrapbook of their life, and it has 16 chapters, and each chapter is about a different topic. And somehow each chapter is supposed to be 600 words, you know? And I just didn't realize how personal they were going to be. So I was reading things about the students that I didn't want to read. Like people having babies and questioning their sexuality and all kinds of yuck stuff. That wasn't necessarily inappropriate, but it didn't occur to me. I don't know what I was thinking, but it didn't occur to me. So anyway, that was a little bit shocking. And caused all kinds of entertainment for the 3.5 hours I was reading them at a diner last night. But anyway, off to school I am. Ross, I got all of your messages. I don't know what you were talking about with some hickey in a strange place, but trust me, no hickeys here. Well, that's it. I'm off to school, and I hope that you have a good week, and I hope I have a good week too. Boys, so scary. Anyway, bye-bye.